Hello, Storybox World. We have Sunshine Stream Hideaway. So we have the template, and here's here's a little picture. If you want to blow it up and make it bigger, you can. So here's what we're aiming for, and here's the template, and here's our collage paper. So you have your scissors, your glue sticks, your markers if you want to add to the papers. And what I'm going to do with mine, I did blow up. I made this one bigger so I could kind of look at it. And I'm going to use a substrate, and the substrate is basically what you're going to collage on top of. This is a little bigger than a 7x7, but not quite an 8x8. So I'm making my substrates 8x8. Now, this one is just a heavier cardstock, and it's pretty. This one happens to be pretty on one side, but white on the other. So I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to collage here. So then when I flip it over, I'll have this pretty side. So I'm going to do my collage on this side and glue it down. And then when I turn it over, I'll have that nice side. Okay. Hopefully you have your starter kit. Okay. So I'm going to put mine over here so I can kind of look at it, what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring my template. I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors. And right here we have what it looks like in the strict instructions and supplies. I'm just gonna cut that out of the way. So, all right, let me just move that out of the way. And if you just have this to look at, that's perfectly fine. That'll work too. And let's see. So this heavier cardstock is, I'm going to use this for substrate. Mine has butterflies, so I want to make sure the butterflies are going up. So I'm gonna go like that. And let's see. So I have what I'm looking at. I have my pattern. There is some collage paper that comes with it, but go ahead and gather up any painted papers that you may have. Yeah, go grab any pretty paper. Like if you just paint it on paper, this is Amazon packaging paper. If you have other printable papers, we give a lot out on our email list. And if you just have other store-bought collage paper. So this will get you going, but go ahead and have extras so you have the extras. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go after my blue sky first, and I'm going to look around and see if I have some blue sky paper. I also have, also if you have construction paper, that would be good. Okay, this will be a nice blue sky. So I'm gonna use some of this for my blue sky. Let's see. It feels kind of thick. I wonder if it's stuck together. Let me see. No, it's just thick. Okay, it's thick. It's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead, and if you want to tack down a little bit, oops, that glue's gone. Oh, yeah, all my kids went through the glue sticks the other day. Hopefully I've got a good one in here. Yay. All right, so if you want to tack down a little bit just so it doesn't, go out of place, go ahead. And you don't want to put a lot of glue in there because you don't want it to rip. And let's see, so the mountains go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be cutting the sky out, and I'm not worried about the clouds and the sunshine right this minute. or I'm not worried that I went off the side either. And let's see, that kind of, so if yours overlaps your substrate, you can use the chopper when you're done, and you can go around and cut off the edges. That might be easier for, it might be easier for the kiddos not to worry if it's, going over. That could just be cut up afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that down. But before I do, I'm going to put a piece of paper underneath me. I'm going to put a piece of paper underneath me that I could get glue on, and I may have to go look for more glue sticks. We'll see. Yeah, oh my gosh. I had so many kids over the other day. They were just having a blast. Yeah, before you get started, the kids, they love to use the glue sticks, and they don't realize, when they're gone, they're gone. So you might want to check through yours first. Okay. So I'm just going to get the sky. All right, I'm going to get the sky in, and I'm not worried about going over the edge. That can be trimmed. Just going to get the sky in. And now I'm going to go for the mountains. And let's see. The mountains are orange and yellow. I have a pretty orange right here. I'm trying to think if I've got enough. There's a pretty orange or yellowish orange. I'm going to see if I can cut it out. So this is collage paper. You can print it out as many times as you need. And then you might be able to do your whole collage just with these papers. If you need to go get your other papers, go right ahead. And hopefully this is going to fit. Let me see if I can fit it on here. If not, if it doesn't fit, you can add more paper. So I'll just see. If I go like that, all right, if I go like that, it'll fit. So, all right, let me put something under me so I can gather up the scraps. And then also maybe have like a little bucket or something that you can gather up the scraps. And don't worry about if it's perfectly matched up. These are all meant to be, their own little work of art. So, you don't have to perfectly match it up. So here's a little mountain, and I'm just going to glue that down. Hopefully I still have enough glue. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. This one is in the really back side. So I'm going to put that one down in the back, and I'm going to overlap. I'm going to put it where it overlaps my sky. And if your sky didn't have like designs, you could take a marker and they can make little designs in their sky, or you could go in and put more papers in here. Anything is totally up to you. Yeah, it's collage. Everything goes. All right, so this was one of the pieces. Okay, we had the sky and one mountain. So this mountain here is a little more pink. I think I do have that also. Okay. I'm going to try to get it off of here. So when I go for my paper, I'm going to try to make sure I have enough paper in there. And let's see. And you can turn it also. Like, it doesn't have to be right here. You could turn it if you want, however you want to do it. I'm gonna, and you could turn it. Well, no, actually you can't. It'd be upside down. I'm gonna put mine right there. All right, so I'm gonna try to cut a little bit of this off so I don't have to work with that. All right, now I'm gonna go to the edge, and you can end it. You can end it a little bit differently. These are just for, a guideline. It's just a guideline. So now, oh, and if you have a little bit of blue, you probably don't have to worry because it just go into the sky, right? All right, let's make sure I have this glue stick is to the end, so I'm gonna have to get me another glue stick. Yep, there it goes. All right, hopefully this one has stuff. Oh, come on, come on. Yes, we have glue stick. All right, we have glue stick. Okay, so I'm gonna put mine down right there. It did have a little bit of blue, but it's just gonna be a little bit of blue in the sky. That's fine. And they are hanging off the side. That's fine too. Where? Oh, here. I'm like, where's my pattern? Yeah, you could print these out a couple times because sometimes these get lost and you're like, I don't know where my pattern is. Yeah, that has happened to me a few times. So, let's see. Now it's getting into some blue. Let me see. There's a little bit of blue right here, and I don't know. Let's see. I've got some blue up here. All right, let me figure this one out. So this one over here is yellow. So I'm going to put that to the side. This one is green, and you can change these. If you want them purple, if you want them orange, you want them pink. This is totally up to you. All right. Let's see. This one's yellow. This one's green. This one's blue. Oh, yeah. All right. Um, I let's see. I have a little bit of blue right here. So I'm going to turn this way when I cut it. Yeah, I'm going to just turn it like that when I cut it. And I'm going to cut this out. And if you have if you have any other paper, go right ahead and use that. And okay, yay. Now to figure out exactly how that was in there. Okay, hold on. Let's see. That one's green. That one's yellow. This one went like that. Okay, so this one goes here. Yay. Okay. All right, we're doing good. Yeah. Yeah, it is like a puzzle. So it's just like a puzzle, glue stick. And if you get glue stick where it's not supposed to be, don't worry. You'll eventually get over it there. Okay, yay. Everybody's doing good. Yellow. I had some really pretty yellow that I was looking at. You know what? I think I want to use this yellow. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to use this yellow. All right. Let's see. Hey, I'm just gonna get this mountain right here, and our little fur babies are gonna really have fun with. Yeah, our fur babies are gonna have fun over in the mountains. That's gonna be fun doing the. It's gonna be fun doing the little fur baby puppets coming up. But let's get them a place to roam around. Okay, so that one was our yellow, and these do overlap, so that's good. Um, All right, so now just put your glue stick down, arrange your place, and don't worry about white spaces. All right, so if you have white spaces, don't worry about that because when it's all dry, not right now, but when it's all dry, you can go in and fill in the white places with marker and it'll be just fine. Okay, so now I've got the green one left and I have some painted paper. I think I'm gonna pull out the painted paper and I'm gonna pull out the painted paper and I'm gonna do my best with that. Okay. All right, same thing. Yeah. Yeah, paper. Whoops. That's the wrong hit. This is the paper. Okay, put my glue stick down again. Put the mountain. Did I do the mountain the right way? Oh boy. Let me look. Yeah, it does go like that. All right, put my mountain down and if you got the white spaces, don't worry, we'll just go in with a marker and fill those in. Yay, we're doing good, everybody. We're doing really good. Sunshine, let's see. What do we got for sunshine? I think I might grab some of this paper for sunshine. Let's see. Yeah, if you have printed paper from other projects, yeah, this was just from a different project that we used. A lot of these projects can be used together, so I'm gonna get that. And let's see, where'd that little sunshine go? Okay, it's kind of hanging out in the corner. But if you or your kiddos just want to make a circle, everybody do what let them. If they're like, I want to do a circle, sunshine, go right ahead and let them. I'm gonna cut the circle part out. Well, I don't know. Maybe mine's not a circle. Mine's a very strange shape. I'm gonna do that, and I've got to see how much is gonna be cut over. So I don't want to. All right, about that much is going to be cut over. So I want to make sure that I bring mine in a little bit before I cut the edges off, and that's good. Now, if this is too hard to do, don't worry about it. They can come in once this is dry and just mark these in. That's perfectly fine. I think I'll do that when mine dries. Okay, now we have the little clouds, and I'm kind of okay. I actually have a little cloud right here. If at this point you're like, yeah, just cut the cloud out. You could have also, like at this point, if you just wanted to have cut out the sunshine, what you could have done that. Yeah, but yeah, sunshine. There we go. Um, the same with the cloud. I do not see any white paper right this minute. Actually, maybe I do. Okay, I found some white paper. It's kind of gray. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's kind of a gray cloud. Let's just see. Or I think I had some pink. You know what? You could make a pink cloud. Uh, uh, you could make a pink cloud, right? Sure, why not? All right. Okay. Like hey, can we just have a pink cloud? Yeah. Okay. Let's all right, let me take care of that. Let's just make a pink cloud. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have pink clouds today. You can have you can have blue clouds, purple clouds. Okay. Let's get the cloud going on. You can have any color clouds you want. All right. I don't know why I'm having pink clouds, but I just, okay, now we got a little cloud. Maybe. And if you change your mind later and you're like, oh, it's kind of too pink, you can go back over and make it white. And or if you don't even want the clouds in there, you don't have to. I'm just gonna put a pink cloud in mine. If you change your mind later, you could just put some white. And yeah. All right. So now at this point, what you would probably do is, if you have one of those paper cutters, you would probably just go and trim it up, but mine's under the table. So yeah, my paper cutter is under the table. So if you know, if you guys want to just grab your scissors, cut the edges off. And yeah, if you don't have the paper cutter, you can just do it with your scissors, kind of trim up the edges. So it's going really good. Everybody's doing really good. Oh, and turn this over. You know, when you go to trim up the back, turn it over so you can see where to trim it. And we're doing really good. Everybody's really good. Now for the next part, it needs to be dry because you're going to get markers, but you do not want to get glue on your markers. So I'm just going to do mine, but yeah. But you bears at home, wait till your glue dries. Okay, wait for your glue to dry. And yeah, wait for your glue to dry. And now you can just fill in. Hold on. I don't want to mark on that paper. Now you can just fill in your spaces however you want. And if you get a little bit on your collage paper, that is absolutely fine. There. Yes, everybody is doing very nicely. There was a little bit right here that didn't go all the way to the bottom. And if yours didn't go all the way to the edge, or you've got some white, go ahead. And now, if you didn't cut, you could just cut that out if you want it and put that down, or you could draw these in. And if you draw them in and you're kind of like, I don't know, I think I wanted to do this. If you draw them in and then you change your mind, then you could just cut the paper out and put it on top. You can still glue that down. So, matter of fact, I think I'm going to. So it's up to you. You draw yours in, and if your young people are kind of like, I don't know, I think I don't really. If they love it, fine, let them go. If they don't, just let them cut this out and glue it down. All right. There, yay, there we go. And now we have we have the little mountain, the little spring mountain. Trying to see where his instructions. All right, I cut the instructions all up. So now we have the little mountain scene, and it's going to be all ready to go into our little booklet for the rest of the art camp. Okay, thank you everybody. We'll see you in the next video.